Alrighty, folks, it's getting late. I've shot a couple of videos already, but I thought we would shoot through some headlines because it's really getting interesting out there. And it's been a while since we've done them. I actually have the time now. It is about 106 degrees out here. Was it 9 o'clock? 9:45. Still 106 degrees out. It's fucking hot out. I'm hitting the pool after this. Anyway, there was some good stories today that I just wanted to pick apart. Goodyear bans employees from wearing All Lives Matter, Blue Lives Matter, or MAGA slogans, but says Black Lives Matter is allowed. Why? They're going to say, well, we need to combat racism. The entire phrase Black Lives Matter is racist because it discounts everyone else's lives. Now, the people behind Black Lives Matter, aside from being Marxists, are racists and anti-Semites and all those other words that people with room temperature IQs like to throw around to sound smart. But fact of the matter is, Goodyear's playing for politics. Whoever owns Goodyear, because Goodyear is just another part of an umbrella corporation, not the umbrella corporation, mind you, but an umbrella corporation. They're just a subsidiary of a giant global multinational. They've decided they needed to push their politics in a year when Trump is really looking likely to be reelected, and there's a lot of people out there on the global scale who can't have him back in. He's too costly. Doesn't want 8 years old children working in factories for 20 hours a day for half a bowl of rice. He wants shit brought back home. Trump goes out and says, well, if Goodyear says that blue lives don't matter, incidentally, the last time I checked, just because your uniform was blue doesn't mean you had to be white. Cops come in every color, you know. And MAGA slogans. So Trump's like, you know what? There are better tires than Goodyear. You don't have to buy Goodyear. Buy something that's better, cheaper American tires out there. Oops. Get woke, go broke, right? So expect an exodus from Goodyear. And it turns out that the beast, the presidential limousine, rides on special Goodyear tires. I am more than sure he is looking at a way to get those fucking replaced too. How many police departments do you think should be terminating their contract with Goodyear right now? President Trump destroys disgusting liar Obama with one tweet. And the tweet quite simply said, he spied on my campaign and got caught. He's right, he did spy on his campaign, and he did get caught. Obamagate makes Watergate look like fucking Lego Gate. Outrageous. Barack Obama accuses President Trump of using the military as political props against peaceful protesters. Peaceful protesters don't throw Molotov cocktails, bricks, bats. I've seen idiots out there with guns, including the moron who got himself shot and killed for approaching a vehicle with his AK and threatening somebody with it. The driver was smart enough to pull and pop on him. Barack Obama breaks tradition and slams President Trump from the Museum of the American Revolution at the DNC. There you fucking go. He was a piece of shit when he was in office. Oh, you just don't like him because he's black. Said he's half white. I don't like his white half either. He was a piece of shit then, he's a piece of shit now. if the Q people were right and there were actual military tribunals and whatnot coming, he needs to be executed on fucking pay-per-view. Wipe out the national debt. LA Mayor Garcetti shuts off utility services to a house in Hollywood Hills to stop large parties. Not his fucking job. You know what his job is? His job is to make the government solvent and run with a surplus, not a debit. No, I have to play for politics. Hillary comes out and says, we need numbers so overwhelming that Trump can't steal his way to victory. Is she literally calling for voter fraud? Because I don't see any other way it's going to happen. If you watch Styx does a lot of poll analysis. And he says that Trump's bottom, his floor, is low 40s, 42, 43. 47 is the magic number to get reelected. Trump has never dropped below 39, which means he has a really large, strong base. And in reaction to what's going on now, it's not getting weaker, going up. Just saying. The fact that when he was in Yuma and he said, that's it, 300th mile of wall was just completed, and everybody cheered. And he played to the Mexican Americans, and he played to the white America, he played to everybody in fucking Arizona. People don't understand, in the Southwest, there are people whose families have literally been here for generations, back when this was Mexico. Make them less American? Fuck, they're more American than I am. My family's only been here 100 years. It's not true, though, because you know what American is? State of mind. They're wolves in sheep's clothing. Sarah Palin accuses Nicole Wallace and Steve Schmidt of sabotaging the McCain campaign. To tell you the truth there, Sarah, if you weren't tied to that fucking rhino anchor at John McCain, you probably would have fared better. Netflix debuts trailer for new movie sexualizing children. 11-year-old girl joins twerking dance clique to build her self-confidence. I don't know if you've ever seen what twerking is, but it's you bend over and you shake your ass. You really build your self-confidence when people are looking at your ass and judging you for that. But comes from the urban communities, and it's cultural, and I'm a racist when I say something along the lines of, this looks like the mating dance of those baboons where their asses get all red and swollen and blown up, and they wiggle them around and the other baboons come over and... Just saying. Chinese Communist newspaper endorses Joe Biden. Joe Biden is smoother to deal with than Donald Trump. Boy, am I not fucking surprised. How much money has Trump pulled out of the gooks in the last friggin' year? And it's their own fault. They wouldn't sign the deal because they wanted to play the odds. They wanted to see whether or not Trump was going to get reelected, and he's going to. I just got bit on the ankle by a mosquito, and it's driving me nuts. I hate mosquitoes. Black Lives Matter supporters run over and brutally beat raccoon to death. Claim only white people worry about animals. There are some animals I do not worry about. I would gladly run them over with their protest signs and their frozen water bottles and their bag of chicken tendies that mommy gave them. Disgusting, breaking tradition, nasty Barack Obama will deliver his convention speech at the Revolutionary War Museum. And will trash President will trash President Trump. He did it. Democrats have ruined cities. Don't let them ruin America. Trump campaign unveils devastating ad against Biden and Kamala. Oh, that's going to be good because he has dropped some fucking bombs in the last couple of days. Twitter suspends the Babylon Bee, bans top Trump supporter Bill Mitchell. Where is the GOP? You know why they banned the Babylon Bee? Is because they're CNN, only they're funny. Whereas CNN makes up shit, and it's not, because the left can't meme and they've killed comedy. President Trump asked about Q movement and whether he was saving the world from pedophiles and Satanists. Actually, it was saving the world from this satanic cult of pedophiles and cannibals. Responds, I haven't heard that, but is that supposed to be a bad thing? I told you, he got loose again. I don't know what the hell happened. Something big must have fucking dropped, but he got loose again. Trump congratulates two underdog candidates for primary victories. Laura Loomer being one of them, and the best part about Loomer is she is going to be the congressman for the district of Mar-a-Lago, whatever the hell that is, down in Florida. And Anna Paulina Luna, who's looking pretty hot in her tech gear with her SBR over her chest and a big American flag on the front of her plate carrier. Both won their primaries in Florida District 21 and 13, respectively. Problem with Florida is all the fucking New Yorkers. Kevin Kleinsmith pleads guilty to one charge of making false statements in Durham probe, gives up his passport, sentencing set for December. If he sings, he'll get a hell of a lot better deal. Former Governor Jerry Moonbeam Brown screams at Californians amid blistering heat wave and rolling blackouts. Turn up your damn thermostats. How about you stop pissing away the energy? A nuclear power plant here that feeds Vegas and California doesn't do anything for Arizona. What the fuck do I have a nuke plant for? After community center nearly burnt to ground, Portland Democrat Mayor Ted Wheeler says he continues to support demonstrations. Apparently the demonstrations he is supporting are demonstrations on how to set buildings on fire. Alright, I'm looking at the last couple. Strzok lashes out at John Durham as Kevin Kleinsmith pleads guilty to one charge of making false statements. Remember, they were going to send Flynn? It was Flynn. They're going to give him 9 years for that. Democratic Convention dumpster fire. DNC moderator omits under God from Pledge of Allegiance. Well, they're fucking communists. New York Post victim blames man nearly beat to death by BLM protesters because he posted anti-George Floyd meme on Facebook. I say he's an idiot for not fucking carrying, but you can't carry there, so. National media ignores murder of white teen by black man who appears to have never interacted with his victim prior to killing him. He deserved to die. He was white. Isn't that what that other piece of shit said when fucking 5-year-old Cannon Hinnick got shot in the goddamn head? 5-year-old deserved to die for his white privilege. I will not cry, folks. I will not fucking cry. That's it for the headlines, but I've been meaning to do this and I haven't done it, so we'll just do it now and get it out of the way. The people who run these Black Lives Matter, Black Israelite Nation, Black blah 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 have fucking shit to do with the black community, just so you understand. But it affects the whole black community, and here's why. The black population in the United States of America is 13%. Now, I'm not going to do that thing. Well, they're 13%, 7% are men, and they commit 70%. I don't give a fuck. I really, honestly, do not give a fuck. The majority of crimes committed by black people are in black neighborhoods against other black people. Why the fuck do I care? I will say this. No one should have to live like that. You shouldn't have to live in a crime-ridden fucking community in the 21st century in the most advanced nation on the face of the fucking planet. But they do, and you do, and it's your own fault. That's not the point. The point is, after 3 generations of Marxist indoctrination in the educational institutions, they have thoroughly convinced white people that the minority of black people in this country have some vast amount of power. Like they have fucking Thanos's bejeweled fisting glove or whatever the fuck it was. You're 13% of the population. There's a meme that goes around. It's about Muslims. It goes, when Muslims are below a certain percentage of the population, they complain about how they're misrepresented, about how they're abused, about how they don't receive enough benefits. And then when their numbers hit a certain percentage of the population where they become the majority, it flips. They become the aggressors. They drive everyone else out or they drive them down. The blacks aren't going to become the majority of the population. The Hispanics have already outpaced the blacks, but the Hispanics also have a longer history in the country than the blacks do. Don't tell that to black people. Black people were slaves. What the fuck do you think the Mexicans and the fucking Indians were? The desert Southwest has a long history, and when the Spaniards took over California all the way down through Mexico, they didn't treat the locals real good. Just so you know. But if you're 13% of the population in total, and a small percentage of your population is behaving like rabid jackasses, giving a bad name to the rest of the population, and quite literally at this point, rallying for a race war, because they are, how do you think you're going to win? I get it. They never developed a number system in Africa, which is not true. They developed a number system in North Africa, where the Arabs were. You use Arabic numerals, not Roman numerals. The rest of Africa never bothered. Written language? Not necessary. You have 13% of the population, and 2% of your population is saying, kill all white people. The white people in the country are somewhere north of 50%, 60%, somewhere north of 60%, I want to say. I don't think the math works out for you. Because 10% of the 60% of the people that you want to kill are as aggressive as the 2% of the 13% of the people that you represent. It's like the meme with the guy on the bicycle and he sticks a stick in the front tire and falls over, and then he blames somebody. Not gonna last. The problem is it's going to hurt a lot of people that really have no fucking skin in the game. Throwing it out there. That's 20, folks. It is brutally hot out. I am done. Thank you for stopping by and listening to me just fucking yammer and bullshit and yammer. I'll catch you on the next one. If call me out or think of anything to add or help flesh out an idea I have that isn't fully fleshed out, hit me up. Let me know. I actually remember the days when the internet was for interpersonal communication, but those days are gone. It is what it is. We'll see you on the next review, my friends. Be safe. Wash your hands. Call your mom. Blah, blah, blah. But, there's one less day you have now. Tomorrow, do something that makes you happy. Accomplish something for you tomorrow. Because you don't have that many days. Really don't. They're finite and few. All right, my friends. We'll catch you on the next one. Skull.